All right. So, I'm not going to do any fancy intro, no editing, no nothing. This is going to be straight fire. As in, I'm coming right from the heart on this one. I just finished week 7 of a program called Couch to 5K. I told you there was no editing. Couch to 5K is the program. It's a program. If you don't know about it, it helps you. It helps train you for 5K, but is mainly for people who honestly aren't joggers. I have not jogged since I was about 15 years old. That would be 31 years since I have jogged. I started this program obviously a couple of months ago, and here I am on week 7, and I did a 25-minute jog. I have never done a 25-minute jog. Last week, I did a 20-minute jog. I had never done a 20-minute jog before then. So yeah, when I jogged as a preteen and as a teenager, they were really short jogs. I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe, I'm not sure. So this is a big deal for me. And the reason I want to do this right now is because we have hills in our lives that we want to conquer, right? There are things that we want to do, we don't think we can do it. And sometimes we psych ourselves up and say, yeah, I can do that, I can do it, and we go for it and fine. But then we don't finish it. We don't finish it because at some point we start thinking to ourselves, you know what, this probably won't work out. That's been a lot of my life. I have a lot of unfinished business in my life. Things that I've wanted to do, tasks, projects, things like that. But this jogging thing, I'm determined to make that 8 weeks and run my 5K. I'm determined to do that. I'm going to do it. I'm in week number 7. It's an 8-week program. So what excuse do I have to stop? But here's the deal. If you're one of those people who start something and you just don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's a long project for you, whatever it is. You're starting a business, you're finishing a degree, you're trying to get to a certain point in your job, in your career, or something like that, or maybe it's a project you're doing with the family, something like that, then you know what? Don't try to take the whole hill at once. That's what I'm learning doing this. So today's job, for example, man, so where I live, there are all these inclines, not necessarily hills, but they're inclines. And I knew that I would have to go one street, another long block, and I knew that there were a lot of ups and downs. But at one point I tried to get slick. So I'm doing the usual inclines that I'm doing when I run. But I tried to get slick, right? So there was this point where I could have either taken a whole block around this mall area, this strip mall, or I could have run in the shading of the mall area. Now, I ran into the shading because it was really hot today. Hot. I don't even want to look at the temperature. I got into the shaded area thinking, okay, it's just going to incline a little bit. It's not going to be a big deal. Wrong. Guess what happened to your boy? Steps. Every so often, there was 3 steps. There was another 3 steps. Another 3 steps. And I had to keep going up those steps. How could I forget that part of the block where I was running is an incline? So, I don't know. I think I ran up maybe 10 sets of 3 steps, something like that. So I gotta see, what does my Fitbit say? So how many stairs did I do today? 11 flights of stairs is giving me. So what I had to remember was as I was going up these stairs, number 1, breathing. Remember my breathing. Number 2, when those stairs come, take them. It's just 3 stairs. So just bam, bam, bam. Take those 3 stairs. Don't even hesitate. Don't think about it. Just take them. And when I got to the last 5 minutes, man, the last 5 minutes of the jog, they were not cool at all. I was almost done, but I started thinking to myself, you only got 5 minutes to go. You did 20 minutes, Eddie. You only got 5 minutes to go. Take it a minute at a time. Just take it a minute at a time. And that's what I did. remember my footing, did my breathing, I kept my breathing up, and bam, did it. 25 minutes done. So, when you are looking at a hill, a challenge, take it one step at a time. It could be a small step. It could be big steps. It could be big steps, and then you got to alternate to small steps. That's your project. You're going through this project. Don't concentrate so hard on the end of the project. You know that the end is there. Put that goal in front of you. But there are parts of the project that are going to go slow. There are parts of the project that are going to go a little faster. There are people who are going to cooperate. There are people who won't cooperate. But take it all one step at a time. You can do this. I'm telling you right now, if my little pudgy 46-year-old butt can do a 25-minute jog in Dallas heat, all right? You can do this project, whatever it is. Your degree, it can be something at work. It could be a project, a community service project. It could be the business that you just started. Something is going to work as long as you take it one step at a time. You got it. I got faith in you. Love you. 2 fingers.